This is Sportscentre.
Hey, I'm Marissa Roberto, and if you have not been taking the Montreal Canadiens seriously, now's a good time to start. As through the first month of the NHL calendar, they might just be the best team in the league. Montreal's not only got the best record in the Atlantic, they're also tied for first in the whole league in points percentage. And while there's obviously still a lot of season left to be played, it really feels like the Habs can maintain this level of success. For one, they've got one of the most dominant lines in hockey, featuring the NHL's co-leading scorer, co-leading setup man, and one of the league's top young players all in their top unit. But maybe even more impressive is how strong their depth scoring has been. As you can make the case, they've maybe got the best third unit in hockey. Just look at those numbers. But for as great as the scoring has been, it's actually not the story of the season, as that title has to go to Jakub Dobeš, who's having an incredible season between the pipes. Now, in all fairness, it's only been 6 games, and expecting him to maintain prime Carey Price level stats is just too much to ask. But with how good he's looked so far, there's no reason he can't be one of the better starting goalies in the league. However, it will be Sam Montembeault between the pipes tonight, and if you get that paired with Montreal scoring, you've got a potential juggernaut, and maybe, just maybe, the best team in the NHL. Those red hot Canadiens will be looking to add another one tonight against the Flyers, and if you're in the Habs region, you know just where to find it. That's on TSN at 7 Eastern, 8 Atlantic. To the NFL, and the trade deadline is today, and my God, did we get some big moves. Let's start in Indy. For the Colts are currently first place in the conference standing, have acquired cornerback Sauce Gardner from the Jets, with the Jets getting a first-round pick in 2026 and 2027, as well as wide receiver A.D. Mitchell. And as Adam Schefter points out on Twitter, the Jets just signed him to a 4-year, $120 million extension this offseason. The Colts think they're close and are going all in. And the Jets' blow-up continued, as they sent Quinnen Williams to the Cowboys for a first-round pick, a second-round pick, and defensive tackle Mazi Smith. Now, that first-round pick coming from the Cowboys will be the higher of their 2 first-round picks, as they also own Green Bay's first. Now, for the Jets, who are clearly rebuilding, just look at their draft capital, as they have 5 firsts in their next 2 drafts alone. But knowing the Jets, they'll probably screw those picks up. And the trades weren't done there. We also saw Jacoby Myers go to the Jags, with a 4th and 6th-round pick going back to the Raiders. And finally, we have the Saints sending Rashid Shaheed to the Seahawks, with a 2026 4th and 5th-round pick going back to New Orleans. To the W, and we told you about it a couple weeks ago, but now it's official. Sandy Brondello was officially introduced as the Toronto Tempo's first ever head coach today. Brondello is a 2-time WNBA champion as a head coach, winning the title with the 2014 Phoenix Mercury and 2024 New York Liberty. And she was also WNBA Coach of the Year in 2014. And I gotta say, I love that she was flexing in her opening presser about that resume.
To be now to do something, to build a team from the ground up, that really excited me. As Monica said, I've won 2 championships. I've been to the playoffs every single year, so it's no pressure coming into this new season. But that really excites me, the challenge that we have ahead of us, and to do it in another country really excites me. I mean, the team is the Toronto Tempo, but I know it's going to be a Canadian team. And obviously I am from Australia, so we're both from the Commonwealth. And Australians and Canadians, what I do know, they have so much passion for sport, and I know that they're going to really support us.
I absolutely love that she's from Australia, because Canadians and Australians are almost identical, except, things are flipped around down there. Down under. Time now for my favorite segment on yours, I would love sports today.
Why we love sports today.
And we have a nominee for maybe the greatest viral sports video of the year. And don't worry, this hype is justified.
And his pace on the run out, and he misses the dunk, and he's been injured on that last play. Might have been cramping up. And it's I'm sorry. He faked the injury. Lord.
I love that, because he faked me out too, but also, I don't know if you should be faking injuries. It feels like that's a bad omen. Credit to the crowd for being in on the joke, because clearly I wasn't. Now joined by our gambling guy, Wes Chang. Great to see you, Wes.
Great to see you, Marissa.
Oh, how much a week changes things. The doom and gloom of the Raps season has once again turned into cautious optimism, as they won 2 straight, 1 in Cleveland and then at home to Memphis. What's changed in these last 2 wins?
I think it'd be wise to continue exercising that cautious optimism, but I will say there has been one major change, and it's on the defensive end. They've been much less frantic. The data supports it. Their turnover rate has been the lowest over these past 2 games, but that's resulted in back-to-back lowest scoring by their opponents. And that's directly correlated to their transition defense, which has dropped off by 30% frequency over the first 5 games compared to the last 2. Hopefully that continues. But the reality is, those were 2 injury-riddled teams that they just played. Milwaukee will be a much better litmus test.
Okay, Wes, give us your best bet for tonight.
I like Brandon Ingram to go over his scoring prop, and so much of this bet has to do with Milwaukee's defense. Even with Miles Turner in, they're still playing the same way. They do their drop into the paint, open up the mid-range, exactly where BI lives. And we've also seen this already in the second game of the season. BI had a season high 29 points in that one. But more importantly, Giannis was guarding Scottie for the majority of the game. BI got to go up against Gary Trent Jr., Taurean Prince. His shooting splits are currently at a career high clip. I like to see that continue, and I think this is a great spot for him.
Wes Chang, a pleasure as always.
Thanks for having me.
You can watch the Bucks and Raptors tonight on TSN. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. That's it for me today. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a good one.